Mercury will be in retrograde from July 18th through August 11th. Now, this retrograde this time around, okay, is not going to feel as harsh as the last retrograde in Pisces. However, we are in heavy retrograde energy, so I'm sure, we all probably will get some energy confused with Mercury. The retrograde that is going to kick us in the butt will actually be Saturn retrograde, which is also happening right now as Mercury is in retrograde. Okay, hooray, hooray. However, Mercury itself is not going to be so harsh. Okay, Mercury is not going to talk to many other planets while in retrograde, so we are fortunate enough to have at least that. Okay, there are two aspects that happen while Mercury directly to Mercury while Mercury is in retrograde. Okay, there's a conjunction with the sun. All right. And then at the beginning of the retrograde, there is sextile energy to Venus. Okay. So it's not, it's not any terrible aspects or things that, not square energy, right? There's no square energy to this retrograde. It's just sextile, which is opportunities that will present themselves. That's not good or bad. It's just opportunities, period. And then a conjunction is working together with the sun. The sun is coming in, and shining a light on Mercury, and we got to figure out what that is. Okay, so there's really only two aspects that we really need to worry about in Mercury retrograde. Hooray! Now, Mercury retrograde is going to bring opportunities, right? Because every retrograde has its purpose, okay? So this retrograde, Mercury being in Leo, is going to bring opportunities to kind of refine your creative activities or the things that you do, the things that you take pride in, how you think about things. This could be how you perceive things, like how your mind can be a bit dramatic, or how your mind can be creative, how you can refine that energy. Okay, it can be around how you've shown up to communication or how your logic is processed, based in ego and pride. Opportunities to kind of reflect, restructure, or repair energy as it relates to how you communicate, and the pride that you communicate in, the ego that you communicate in. Okay, this will bring opportunities for us to reflect on, repair, restructure, energy around us showing up as if we know everything, right? We have all the answers. We just know, because Leo energy, my pride, my ego, I just know. I'm wrong, though. You're wrong. What are you talking about? You're wrong. I'm right. It's opportunities for you to kind of take a step back and change your perspective. Okay, so this is the energy of Mercury retrograde in Leo. Okay, those Leo attributes, which is pride, ego, charisma, creativity, drama. All right, and how your mind is processing based on those attributes, right? That is what's coming back to us in retrograde. So let's jump right into the signs. Again, I'm going to do my whole spiel. This will be most accurate if you look at this based on your rising sign, okay? Because this will encompass where this energy will show up in your life, okay? But if you want to look at this from your sun or your moon sign, your sun sign would be in relation to your perspective, your focus, your attitude, your ego, and your pride, okay? And if you're looking at this from a moon perspective, this will be reflective in like your home, your internal security, your instincts, and your intuition and your emotions. Okay, so that's how you will process it. But your rising sign, right, is most accurate to understand where or what will be popping up. Okay, so let's jump right in. Libra, Mercury is going to be going into retrograde in your 11th house. Okay, so this is your house of community. All right. So overall, there are things here within your community that is your friendships, that is your alliances, that is your acquaintances, your social clubs. This is employer energy as well. This is your earned wealth, your hopes, and your wishes. Okay. Mercury is going to be retrograding in this energy for you, Libra rising. And this is going to be in relation to the courage that you show within this realm of life. Is going to be in relation to the charisma that you show. This is going to be in relation to how you show up in your pride or your ego, or how arrogant you are, right, within this realm of life. Okay, so Mercury is going to be working on things as it relates to that, and retrograde is really restructure, reflection, repair. All right, so there are opportunities for us that are going to pop back up, right, and show us how we can better align ourselves so that, you know, things go a little bit smoother for us in this realm of life. Okay, so starting on July 18th, when Mercury goes into retrograde, all right, Mercury is going to be in a sextile to Saturn, not Saturn, Venus. Saturn is on my brain. I'm telling you, Saturn is tearing us up. But Venus, okay? So Mercury is going to have sextile energy. So essentially, Mercury and Venus are going to be having a conversation. Now, Venus is in your ninth house of discovery and exploration. Okay. And this is in the realm of Gemini for you. So this is your curiosity, emphasis on curiosity, emphasis on curiosity. Okay. And Mercury, right, is having a conversation with Venus, and Venus is saying to Mercury, look, there are opportunities here for peace, love, abundance, and harmony. You know, this person wants to go on a long distance trip. Right, this person wants to go back to school. This person, you know, is exploring spirituality and wants opportunities, or exploring religion and wants opportunities around that. Let's provide it to them. Let's provide peace, love, happiness, harmony, abundance. Because Venus is just a let's bring the peace, right? They've been thinking about it. Let's bring the peace. Let's bring it. All right. And Mercury is in the 11th house, and Mercury's like, I don't know how that's going to work. So I'm going to give you an example, right? Mercury is in the 11th house and it's in retrograde. Okay. So this is your community. So this is saying, hey, maybe you started in a travel group. All right. You signed up for a travel group. Okay. And this travel group, you know, meets up several times a year, goes on different types of vacations, right? However, there's something about this travel group, you just have not shown up, right? Maybe your perspective on what the people look like, or, you know, what the people have, or how it is, you know, these people dress, or there's something here around, like, you're like, no, I don't want to. But this is a perfect opportunity, right? This group, I see that this person has signed up for this travel community in Venus. I hear what you saying, girl. I hear what you saying. I hear that you saying that this person wants more travel opportunity, long distance travel opportunities, right? But this person is not participating at all in the travel group that they've signed up for. They don't go to any of the meetings. They don't show up to nothing. They don't try to communicate, talk to, or even build relationships with these people. But yet they complain about how they don't have nobody to go on vacation with. Venus, I hear you, girl. But I think I'm gonna have to dig up something from the past to show them how they could possibly be going on a trip if they were to apply themselves, right? So Mercury is like, all right, cool. Maybe from this travel group, you met somebody and they was like, yeah, I'm in this travel group, but you didn't see this person anywhere on the travel group, and you looking at all the other people and you being judgmental, or, you know, you feel like you better than them, or you feel like it's just not the group for you. There's like negative thoughts around that, right? So you don't show up, right? You don't show up to anything because of what you see online. right? Because of something that you see online, that then the pictures that they post, maybe they're not flattering. I don't know, right? So now this person, the same person, Mercury is like, okay, well, they're in this group and they don't want to show up because, you know, they being a little arrogant, right? Leo energy. So let's bring this person back from the past. And the person shows back up all of a sudden on the 18th. Hey, I haven't seen you at any of the group link ups. Like we're about to go to a trip to Greece, you know, in 6 months. And, you know, we're in the process of, you know, getting people signed up and stuff, but we haven't seen you. And I thought you said that you wanted you wanted a group of people to travel with. So then now you're like stuck because you don't know what to do. You're like, this is very coincidental. I just wished that I had a trip to go on. And now all of a sudden this person is popping back up. But I don't even know why I never really even went to those things. I mean, maybe because so you see how that gives you an opportunity to think about why you have not participated in this travel group, 11th house, right? Because Venus in your 9th house is like, oh my God, they want to travel. And Mercury is like, well, how? If they not over here participating, I don't know how they gonna do that, right? That is that sextile energy on the 18th, okay? And then next, we have the sun in conjunction with Mercury, all right, in the 11th house, okay? So with this 11th house energy, again, this is your community. This is your community. This is, you know, your friendships, alliances, acquaintances, social groups, right? So there's an emphasis here. The sun and Mercury were already in a conjunction in the 9th house at the end of May. Okay. And on the 31st, they're going to come into another conjunction in this 11th house. So the sun and Mercury were already in the same house Venus is in now and is communicating with Mercury like, hey, they want to go on a trip. Let's make it happen. This is going to provide peace, love, abundance, and happiness. And Mercury already having been in that 9th house, right? Already been there. Mercury clocked, hey, you want to travel, I'm gonna send you this person. Sent the person, you know, it goes through the 10th house, the influence that you have, the power that you have. Maybe you feel like this group is too small or it's too something, right? And it just doesn't meet your requirements or your goals. It doesn't seem ambitious enough for you, right? And you get to your 11th, Mercury gets to your 11th house. The sun also was in the 9th house, right? And in a conjunction with Mercury, and the sun moves slower than Mercury. Mercury sped through them things, and the sun took, you know, its time, and now they meet up again. Hey, what's up? And now the sun and Mercury are having a conversation after Mercury just had the conversation with Venus about creating an atmosphere where we can go on trips because this is what's going to provide happiness. And now Mercury and the sun are like, The sun gets his flashlight out and is like, look, this is what I found on my way here, Mercury. All right. Now, I know they said they wanted to go to a trip, and we sent them this person at the end of May, and they did not talk to this person, right? They didn't go to the groups or nothing, none of the meetings or nothing, right? And really, this is because, you know, their ambitions, they're kind of like a little bit overzealous with their ambitions as it relates to the group that they want to be in. They feel like maybe this is a little bit beneath them, right? So now Mercury and the sun are both communicating and working together to help you see a different picture. So if we go back to the person coming back into your life, right? Let's say you met the person and like, I haven't seen you in any of the group invites or any other group meetups, right? And you're like, yeah, you know, I wasn't feeling it, right? And the person is like, why? Why is that, huh? You got to explain yourself now. Oh, the arrogance right now. Camera down, overheated. All right, so again, Mercury and the sun are talking in this 11th house. Okay, I don't even remember what I was saying because my camera overheated, so I don't even remember where I left off. But for you, Libra, okay, this is a conversation within the community. All right, this is this person coming back, and oh, I realize where I was now. This person comes back, right, and they're like, you know, we haven't seen you, right? We haven't seen you at the meetups or, you know, the group meetups and meetings. And, you know, I thought you said you wanted to travel, and you're like, now you got to explain yourself, right? But then you realize, oh, wait a minute. Both of y'all realize, oh, wait a minute, you following the wrong group, right? Let's realign. Or, oh, we try not to post a whole bunch of stuff like that because we like to keep it very personal. We like to have fun in silence, right? Or, you know, it's something here that changes your perspective and how you are maneuvering, and like a alignment for you to give this a try, because it was sent to you in the first place, but you threw it away because of your pride, ego, arrogance, whatever it was, right? And now it's another opportunity for you to take part in, you know, this travel group, right? So there's an emphasis here on some sort of transition in your community, something that you really want. There's the 9th and the 11th house are talking. Venus, Mercury, and the Sun are having a conversation in this retrograde. All right. And there is going to be exposure of things that you can work on to help you better explore or discover, right, within your community. All right. Expand your community, expand your alliances, you know, new social groups, social clubs, opportunities for travel, you know, discovery and exploration. That is what Mercury retrograde is going to be working on for you. Okay, Libra? I hope this reaches you well.